Hello everyone, and welcome to the IGS series on Team Ico's Shadow of the Colossus, where we hope to give you something a little different than those other video game channels. Now, some video games are better than others, that's no secret, and while some bad video games might still be fun to play with your friends, it's the great ones that really stick in your memory. Shadow of the Colossus is one such game. Released for the PlayStation 2 in 2005, Shadow of the Colossus was only the second game developed by Team Ico, and it remains their most recent production, as no follow-up has been produced in the 9 years since. Now, the game did see a re-release for the PlayStation 3 in 2011, bundled with Ico itself, the game's spiritual predecessor, and it continues to enjoy popularity thanks to video series such as this one. It has, in short, achieved something of a cult status among video gamers of the sort enjoyed by classics like The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Final Fantasy VII. These greatest games do more than help you pass the time shooting fake terrorists. They transcend the gaming experience and become something more. The best games take things like art and storytelling and music, not to mention gameplay itself, and pull them together to create something even greater. Now, I don't mean to imply that these things are what makes a game great. For all its simplicity, Super Mario Bros. 3 is a great game, but being a great game isn't enough. The medium can do more. In this series, we will teach you not only to look at the game for its entertainment value, but to look through it, to learn how it tells its story and communicates its themes. Gameplay is a part of it, but this is no mere walkthrough. For those of you who have already played the game, click the links in the description that will take you to parts 4, 5, and 6. In those videos, we explore how the game works to tell its story without resorting to rubbing the gamer's face in its point or in its morals. If you've never played the game or wish to have a refresher, check out parts 2 and 3 of the series, in which we give a rundown of gameplay and of the story in Shadow of the Colossus. On the surface, Shadow of the Colossus looks and sounds a bit like every classic adventure game. You are Wander, the hero, on a quest to a forbidden kingdom where you must fight and destroy 16 legendary beasts, the Colossi, in order to appease the god Dorman and save the life of the girl, Mono, whom you love, with only Agro, your loyal horse, to aid you. Now, this is something we've seen before. Swap Wander for Link, Mono for Zelda, and you have the formula of every Legend of Zelda game ever made. But that's it. Most of your time, the game is spent wandering this vast, ancient landscape entirely alone. Until the very end of the game, there are no other characters but these four. There are no villages, no little enemies to fight, and only a few climbing obstacles to overcome. You can hunt for lizards and fruit to get more health and stamina, but besides that, the only breaks in this solitude are moments of extraordinary violence as you, as Wander, do battle against these colossi. It's the long tension of these periods of peaceful exploration, the hunt for your next colossi, that helps create what the rhetorician Richard Lanham calls an attention trap. It goes without saying that video games are designed to engage the player, to catch their attention. But Angry Birds can capture our attention, and Shadow of the Colossus does more than that. It captures the imagination. Left, if you'll pardon me, to wander this vast, empty landscape, you're left with this feeling of smallness, compounded by that feeling of isolation as you try to seek out your giant prey. And yet, it's this tension, the feeling that at any minute now you'll come around a corner or over a hill, and there will be another Colossus lumbering at you. Like a horror movie doing its best not to show you what sort of monster's hiding in the dark, Shadow of the Colossus punctuates the overall gaming experience with moments of terrific action that leaves the player hungry for the next one, driving them onward from one battle to the next. Battles that may not be all they seem, but for more on that, see the next video. Everyone, thanks for watching IGS. We don't have a capture card yet, and credit for the footage goes to Charles Bronson, who's very kindly agreed to let us use his. You can find a link to his channel in the description. If you enjoyed the video, check out the rest of our Shadow of the Colossus series below, and hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time.